Hello, beautiful people. I'm sorry for not joining you yesterday. My daughter had that fever yesterday and today, so she was off school. And when she has a fever or when she's sick, mothers being mothers, wanting to help and be around her more. But over this 2 days, I was doing a lot of this prayer, this Hawaiian prayer, ancient Hawaiian prayer that I absolutely love. That is all about forgiveness, acceptance, and love. And so I was saying it over and over again, and I would like to offer it to you for you guys today for your healing journey. And it's a beautiful prayer that basically has 4 parts to it, and it's very, very simple and very easy. So it's something you can just do over and over, say over and over again. And so we all know now, hopefully, if you've been following on my channel, that this our emotions have a frequency. They have a vibration. So low vibrational emotions. This is the David Hawkins work on consciousness and emotions. I've done a whole video about this, so you can go and see that about mastering your emotions. And so there's a kind of like the low vibrational emotions are the shame and guilt and apathy, and then you can go up through the scale and up to higher vibrational emotions, which are obviously love, forgiveness, gratitude, bliss, joy. And so we need to start taking responsibility for the vibrations that we are experiencing the majority of the time, and also releasing or vibrating, because it's not just in our bodies now. They have, they can, with electrodes, they can actually, you can see there's a radiation, there's a vibration, and so they go out of the body as well. So we can't have healing without forgiveness, acceptance, and love. And this can be within regards to self-healing, and also with like healing relationship breakups, breakdowns, taking responsibility for your part in that as well, because it does affect us, whatever we're holding on to. So this ancient Hawaiian prayer, Ho'o Pono Pono, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's a beautiful prayer that I, like I said, use regularly. And the initial kind of meaning of that is correction, but the prayer was kind of like the longer, and then they made it shorter. So it was, I'm just going to give you the long version, and then I'll take you through the short version. So the long version is: Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Child, as one. If I, my family, relatives, and ancestors have offended you, your family, relatives, and ancestors, in thought, words, deeds, and actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask for forgiveness. So this is all about taking responsibility for our actions, and also accepting the part that we played. So there are 4 phases, and it's very simple. It's: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you, with heartfelt emotions, right? So this can be used, like I said, towards yourself, because a lot of the time I find with my clients, and I had with myself, when I was going through my healing process, the lack of self-love was so evident. And at the beginning, I didn't realize that I was loathing or hating, or even just, the words that I used, the lack of self-acceptance. And the critical part of me was just creating so much conflict in my internally. And, coming up and telling me that the body is not a, faulty, some things that fault, the chronic pain, chronic symptoms, dis-ease in the body are signals to the body, to the mind, telling us that we're not in line with correct thinking. We're not correctly, we're not reflecting love back to ourselves and to life, right? So It can be used for self-healing, and it also can be used, like I said, for close friends or close family, or, you know, somebody you wronged in the past, for example. And so you can start to just develop this practice as, you know, a very, very simple thing that you can just say a couple of times per day, or with great intent, in a kind of like ceremony, right? So I'm going to go into the details of the steps, and then we can have a little practice of that together. So the first step is I'm sorry. And this is the realization that I'm responsible for or partially, or perhaps, and subconsciously responsible for the issue that has happened in your life, as a co-creator. And so I'm going to say in the I own up and apologize for the part that I played, right? So this is not an opportunity for shaming. So for example, when it's our health issue, we have to take responsibility that our, you know, until this moment, the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual habits that we have unwittingly been going through and had until now have created the body and the mind and the situation that we're in right now, right? So this is an opportunity for us to kind of like take responsibility, like I said, feel the sorrow, feel the grief, feel the remorse without the shame. So it's an opportunity really just to take responsibility, like I said, and just feel that, you know, and you know, if it might trigger you to just for me to say that. And for me, it was, you know, it was a very, very difficult moment when I realized that I had been the creator of the chronic pain unwittingly and obviously subconsciously, right? But it's also an opportunity. It's also an empowerment move. Like, it's also an opportunity because now you know, so you can change what you're doing. And so you find your power within that as well. So it might sound initially, you know, what the fuck, excuse my language, what is she saying right now? But actually you'll realize that this is also the key to your empowerment, right? So the first step is I am sorry. The second step is asking for forgiveness. So please forgive me, body, right? Forgive me, body. Forgive me, the person who you're wanting to amend things with, if it's another person. So, and don't worry about who you're asking forgiveness from. You know, it can be your higher self. It could be from the person you want. And you're just wanting to feel like the forgiveness, right? You're giving, asking for forgiveness. The next step, the third step, is gratitude. So saying thank you. Again, doesn't really matter who you're asking. Thank your body, thank your, you know, your higher self, thank God, the universe, source, whoever you hold as a higher power in this amazing multiverse that we live in, and just keep asking, saying thank you. And then the final step is I love you. So again, this is about saying love to your body, saying I now, you know, I will love you now from now on, saying I love my life, I love God, I love the breath that I take in. I love all the places, all the things that, you know, that I have love for, the challenges in my life, the health challenges, you know, all these, the feeling of love when you are even during a challenging experience, challenging moment. And believe me, chronic pain is a challenge. As I know, and as you're going through it. So it's not, I'm not saying this lightly by any means, and it's something that really, really did help me as a mantra. So that helped to shift the negative, low vibrational, you know, feelings of doubt, grief, sadness, depression, you know, I'm broken kind of failing emotions that I was having, right? So I'll just take you through it while we're just here now, just quickly. So how I like to do this moment is just this mantra, and this practice is by calling to mind a relationship where you would like to bring forgiveness and healing. Again, this can be to yourself or to somebody else that you would like to forgive and heal, and create, you know, heal the relationship with them, right? first take a few moments and center your breath. So let's do that right now. Bringing your intention back to your body. Heart Maths Institute, you know, bringing the evidence to the practice. You know, if you can breathe, take a couple of deep, long breaths in, 5 to count of 5 or 4, whatever suits you, and then exhale on the same count. So if you're counting to 4 in, it's 4 out. And just tune into your heart area. So you can just put your hand on your heart and you can just tune in. So that's what we mean by centering breaths, right? And then connect to an emotion. So you can connect to a love or a like, gratitude while you're breathing in. And then just bring back to mind that person, that connection with yourself. It could be your younger self, for example, right? Could be your younger self. It could be another person. And imagine that person or that younger self standing in front of you. It could be yourself now as well, standing in front of you. And imagine there's a golden light that's flowing from your heart with your connection with your love to that person as you're just starting to bring in the mantra. And just start to repeat, I am sorry. Take a deep breath and just really feel it. I am sorry, body. I am sorry. And you could name the person if you want. Please forgive me. Breathe in, just feel the feelings. Thank you. Yeah. And there's no hurry. And then I love you. I'm doing this slightly faster, obviously, because I'm video, but you can do it as slow as you like or as fast as you like. I love you. I love you, body. I love you and the person that you love. Okay, so this is a very simple but very beautiful. And then you repeat. So again, you go through the next, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, thank you. And I love you. And just notice the shift. If there's a shift, the words are very, very powerful. And if you can say this to your body every single day, you know, for self-healing and or towards relationships that you want to heal, it's an incredibly powerful prayer. And I invite you to try it on today and see how it goes. And please let me know in the comments below how this is changing your life. And there's loads and loads of beautiful. Go and check it out on the web because there's loads of stories about this happening and changing people's lives. So let me know how it goes for you. So with that, I love you and leave you. I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.